Frontline workers are and have been the backbone of the world economy. This has become even more obvious in the face of this pandemic. While some frontline workers are returning to work as parts of the world reopen, others have been on the job throughout the last several months. They are the essential workers who have kept hospitals up and running, staffed the grocery stores curbside pickup, and been out in the field keeping services up and running. The goal is to establish the unique role of these frontline workers within your organization. Frontline workers are the people who are usually in the customer facing roles or functions that have a direct impact on business growth and operations. These workers typically comprise the majority of workforce, and it's their actions that actually translate these strategies into action, delight your customers, and move the organization forward. So I believe it's time to design and deliver frontline employee experiences that deliver back to the bottom line with powerful and intuitive tools and devices that help every employee succeed and contribute to your success. Just a quick question. What exactly would you call is a frontline worker? I would say frontline workers are vitally the important part of any company, be it a big company or small. They use a wealth of knowledge, both institutional knowledge of the company as well as the first hand customer insights to provide the essential services that are required. And because those services are sometimes part of routine, frontline workers may unfortunately be overbooked during the digital transformation efforts. But the idea is please don't leave them behind. These workers include the retail associates, the factory line workers, customer service representatives, first responders, housekeeping staff, call center teams, the support technicians, the field service workers, as well as the front desk or someone we call as the registration staff as well. Frontline workers actually make up a massive segment of the workforce. Frontline workers are also found in major industries these days, but are particularly relevant in industries with the, let's say, who have distributed sites of employees and locations. Taking it ahead, I would like to share with you all a video.
When COVID happened, we don't do a lot of virtual visits. It was really unique.
Team member engagement is the holy grail. We did have to make the unfortunate decision to temporarily suspend our operations.
Our aim really is to deliver outstanding epilepsy care. Attending clinics for some families is a challenge, both in terms of time and cost.
The ability for a first-line worker to be at a task, hands-free, reach out to an expert, and they can work through the problem together. And that saves a tremendous amount of time, eliminates travel, and resolves the problem more quickly.
Microsoft 365 provides our company of over 42,000 employees a common platform that enables collaboration with a unified experience.
Teams was transformative. It allowed us overnight to collaborate, challenge each other, and create protocols. It's allowed us to connect corporate right to the first line team member.
You feel more connected to your company.
It's given us collaboration abilities across the company that we never had before. It helped us set up our curbside service and get it up and running in 48 hours so that we can continue to serve our customers.
It enables me to deliver care to that family and to that child at their convenience.
As we progress beyond the current COVID-19 pandemic and start to get back to normal, we're going to keep rolling with this. So there's no reason to go back.
I feel what I can accomplish here has no limits.
Frontline workers have many unique challenges. And as we know that the business landscape is changing and the employee as well as the customer expectations are evolving over time. The legacy processes and the tools that typically used to define a frontline workplace now have become very stressed and in fact stressed to a point where let's say they have reached their own breaking point. And this is where it calls for a new way of operating. we have seen there's many challenges that okay, the what happens that the frontline workers, they are always on the field or on the move, and that is why they sometimes might feel that they are disconnected from the team or the company or what's happening around in the company. Sometimes it works out that they are often left behind when there are training sessions going on. Any new set of policies that might have been introduced in the company lately. Sometimes they are still working out with the outdated or the obsolete tools and working with the manual processes. They might be the people who are slow to receive informations. Let's say we can just say that maybe they receive your information later, right? Than the expected, than it should be expected. And sometimes uneven security practices, as they are all working remotely, they might not be up to date with the kind of new policies that the company might be coming up, or any software adoption that might be required, and so on. So, how do you cater to this? All right. So, with shifts, tasks, and communication all in one mobile platform, managing your frontline workforce has never been easier. A single destination for shifts, tasks, resources, and the communication that the frontline workers need to do their job. So, Microsoft Teams is actually the secure, flexible platform that helps organizations enable the exact experiences their frontline workers need by consolidating all the apps and tools required for their specific roles and responsibilities, all of them presented in one single pane of glass. Microsoft Teams is actually built on a foundation of smart, frictionless security to help their employees at all levels to communicate securely and efficiently, solve their problems faster, and work with shared purpose. With Microsoft Teams, you'll be able to connect your team under one hub. So you'll be, let's say, if you want to, from the foundational team communication, like on one-to-one basis, to group chats, video calls, to the need for instant communication with walkie-talkie, help the workers walk, talk, and multitask efficiently. This is how Microsoft Teams is your ideal hub. Secondly, it helps you to activate and engage your community. We have this new app, apps which is known as the praise badges, is one thing. Then next is the Yammer communities, where you'll be able to share the corporate wide news and announcements. Next is you can manage your shifts schedules more seamlessly with Microsoft Teams. You can also simplify the task management process. So you have one more option with tasks under Teams platform, which will help you to stay on top of all the tasks under one place. Next, you have is safeguard your teamwork without hampering your productivity. So, how can you do that? Is that you will be able to keep your teams productive without the worry of information being stored outside of the company control. Teams will actually provide the same enterprise level security, compliance, and manageability as the rest of the Microsoft 365 suite. Moreover, you'll be able to create a customized as well as role-based experiences. So give your team exactly what they need to do their job, and nothing more will distract them, and that stands true. Customize their experience in the admin center to provide the right tools and make sure that the teams is the hub for your line of business workflows. So this is where we bring into light Microsoft Teams and how it can enhance the frontline worker experience. Let's check out more in detail. Now, when it comes to connect and engaging your workforce, right? So let's see where the disconnect are. One is that we know that if they are the workers are actually now geographically dispersed. Like one person is under one location, another one in the second, and that is how the communication is actually misplaced. Secondly, there is a high employee turnover, and even the processes have become very lengthy, because it is always in the pipeline, because and that is where inefficient onboarding, the skill sets are still the same that we used to follow previously, and there are knowledge gaps. So this is where connecting and engaging your workforce, the disconnects come in. But let's see how can we cater to this and how Microsoft Teams comes to the rescue. One is that you will be able to enrich your communication and employee experiences by connecting all your employees with the right tools, people, and devices they need to do their best work and build skills faster under Microsoft Teams. Let's check out how. So first thing is that with Microsoft Teams, you get a single platform to chat, meet, and collaborate from anywhere. Secondly, in addition to the messages, you can also share. Let's say you will be able to alert your team members with the urgent tasks or priority notifications. You'll be able to communicate quickly and easily by recording and then sharing an audio message for an on-demand listening. Easily share your location with the precision to keep your team in the know. Use smart camera to capture, annotate, and share an image with your team. Use inline translation to communicate across all the 72 languages. So that's what the suite of Microsoft Teams also brings. And moreover, you'll be able to communicate effectively with specific sort of audiences as well. Let's say you'll be able to reach the right people by tagging your team members based on the categories. Let's say it could be you can select on the role based or the department based. You'll be able to connect with them at the right time. Let's say if you are aware about the shifts, and then you can tag them in the back end, and the workforce management systems will actually help you to understand. Okay, this is the right time to connect with the other employee. Next is you'll be able to your communications and the communities at the same time. It will always be at scale, and you'll be able to connect with the company-wide announcements as well. So this is where you can share rich information and communicate effectively with Microsoft Teams. Next is that you'll be hands-free, heads up with push-to-talk communication. Okay, I hope you all might have heard about the walkie-talkie feature which has been recently enabled under Microsoft Teams. If you have not checked it out, please do that. It's a very friendly tool, and it's just like how we use it in our day-to-day life, our walkie-talkie. All you need to do is just press the button and you can just have a word with the other employee on the go. So for customers who are actually interested in deploying walkie-talkie with a device partner, you can just get started by working with, let's say, there are some launch partners as well, Samsung, Crane, and many more. And just select the right device and you'll be good to go. Next is build deeper connections across your organization. How can you build deeper connections? The idea is just that you come on Yammer communities and you will always be up to date about what's happening around in the organization. You can see the new policies, if any other let's say employee in the company has achieved something. All the kind of news and announcements, you can just find them all on Yammer communities, and this is all again provided under the environment of Microsoft Teams. Next is accelerate onboarding and learning. So Viva Learning, there is this new feature that has been enabled by Microsoft, which is now very famous as well, which is known as Microsoft Viva Learning. It actually provides the ability to aggregate your custom developed content, learning providers, and Microsoft published content under one unified experience. So it makes it very easier for your team to discover, share, and let's say even recommend learning. And because it's delivered through Microsoft Teams, you can learn anywhere, anytime through any of your devices. Next is create an engaged and inclusive workplace. How can you do that? So there is an app we have under Microsoft Teams. All you need to do is go to store and say that add to Microsoft Teams. That is all you need to do. It is known as the Praise app. So it is under Microsoft Teams, which helps users actually show the appreciation to the members of their organization, or let's say even in the classroom scenario. And with the selection of these badge seats to choose from, let's say, and the option to create your own badges as well, you'll have both the ways. Either, let's say, there is a collection and there is a set of badge and you choose from it, or you can even create your own custom badges, and this is where praise comes into picture, and it is designed rightly to help you recognize the effort that goes into, let's say, the wide range of work that any of the team users might be doing, let's say right from the educators to frontline workers. The idea comes that how can you enhance your workforce management? The disconnects again are that we are still using the outdated and cumbersome, scheduling processes. That is, we use still we are working on pen and paper. Next is that managing people and tasks over multiple location, teams, and shifts, and you have limited visibility. So we it has been seen lately that one resource has been allotted so much work that the manager is unable to see that how much workload does one particular resource have. So these kind of limitations actually bring into picture the breaking point of resources as well as the organization. So let's see how we can cater to this. So empower your people to meet this fluctuating business needs by equipping your workers with, let's say, the agile shift scheduling tools and seamless task management tools. Let's see a few of them. First, under Microsoft Teams, you'll be able to manage your shift schedules more seamlessly. First is that you get shifts. It's a schedule management tool in Microsoft Teams. It will help you keep your frontline workforce connected and always in sync. So it's built in mobile first for fast and effective schedule management and communications. With shifts, the frontline managers and the workers can seamlessly manage schedules, and they can also keep in touch at on regular basis. So managers can now there are a different level of permissions that can be allotted as well. Let's say the managers only. They can create, update, and manage shift schedules for their teams. They can assign the shifts, add open shifts, and approve the schedule requests that come in from their employees. At the employee level, they can view their own or their team's schedules, set their availability, or moreover to this, they can request us to, let's say, the swap or offer a shift, request any of the time off, and put down the clock in and out. So that is one how you can manage your shifts under Microsoft Teams. Second is track time and attendance. So now you can receive complete transparency and accessibility when you're organizing or viewing your employees and teams with the collaborative software, which has been incorporated in Microsoft Teams for, let's say, the automated time tracking and timesheet editing facilities. So it is a Microsoft 365 app for MS Teams, and it will display your IP address, the date, time you have been active on your device. Moreover, you will be able to track projects being implemented by the employees and streamline the scheduling with the help of the functional, fast, and the simple application that is Time Clock. Next is how you can simplify the task management process. So again, one more feature which is known as tasks under Microsoft Teams. These help the frontline workers stay on the top of tasks under one place. So it is a very coming soon feature as well, where headquarters will be able to easily distribute tasks to the frontline locations and track the workers' progress to the completion with the tasks publishing. So this is how it's going to work. And the task app actually brings a cohesive task management experience under Microsoft Teams, which is integrating individual tasks, let's say, which is being powered by Microsoft To Do, and the Teams task powered by Planner in one place. So users can access tasks as an app on the left side of their teams and as a tab in the channel with individual teams as well. So My Tasks and Shared Plans under the Tasks tab, it helps your users or the employees view and manage all the individual and team tasks. Plus, they can prioritize their work. So Tasks actually is available in all the Teams application, be it on desktop, web, or the mobile clients as well. Next is customize and extend your frontline platform. So now recently there have been many APIs being introduced, and now you can easily integrate your third-party applications with Microsoft Teams. Moreover, any of the inbuilt applications that come under Office 365 suite or M365. All right, let's check out how you can increase your operational efficiency. The disconnects are again that there is outdated and manual processes. There are fragmented systems we see, and that is why the information is also very much divided, and the dynamics are again changing. There is fast moving environments, and this is where the disconnect comes in when we talk about the operations. Let's see how we can cater to this. You need to transform your frontline processes with the purpose-built apps and digital workflows to improve the speed, agility, and efficiency. So improve the frontline efficiency by automating the tasks, service processes with the configurable apps and digital workflows. Let's check out how. First is digitize your manual processes. So what can you do under this is that first is that you can create automated workflows between your applications and services to synchronize, let's say, the files, to get your notifications, collecting data, and much more using Power Automate function. Secondly, what you can do is you can solve unique and evolving business challenges by creating custom low-code applications which can be done by Power Apps, and it can be integrated right into your Microsoft Teams environment as well. So that is one option. Secondly is that you simplify your approval processes into one place. How can you do that? So first idea is that you need to get these approvals faster in pace. And next is you need to streamline your requests. So you'll be able to easily create, manage, and share your approvals directly from chat or a channel conversation or right from within the app itself. All you need to do is you need to add the approvals under Microsoft Teams. Next is organize and track information. So with Microsoft Lists, what you can do is you can create, share, and track the lists with anyone. You'll be able to keep everyone in sync with the lists. Next is customize your list with whatever your team might be needing. You can also add automation under it with Microsoft Power Platform. So what it does actually is that it makes the daily flow of information more mobile and checkable at the same time. Next is have a one-stop shop for business apps. So you can take advantage of the whole Microsoft 365 ecosystem to customize your frontline user experience with the right third-party applications or even your internal systems that you might be using. All you need to do is integrate it under the Microsoft Teams environment. Next is connect your frontline workers and customers remotely. So how can you do it? Making the virtual visits, or what you need to do is just use Microsoft Teams and you'll be able to take care of all the meetings, all the chat right from under one window. Next is safeguard your business with built-in security. Again, the disconnects are that growing industry regulations for labor, data, security and privacy, securing the data in remote and mobile environments, and managing a diverse ecosystem of devices and apps. So let's see how can we cater to this. So first how can we do this is that optimize the total cost of your digital estate by actually enabling your business with the built-in security which has been largely provided or catered by Microsoft Teams itself. Let's see how. First is strengthen your compliance. How you can do it, keep your endpoints on the front line up to date and performant. You need to comply with all the, let's say, the labor regulations by applying the remote access policies for your employees. And this is all possible under Microsoft Teams. There are two features under it. One is the shift connector and the off shift access controls. So you'll be able to put down access controls as per user base as well or the role base as well. Next is enable the low friction experiences without compromising security. So you need to protect your data on any sort of devices that you might be using, right? And to maintain this, we also need a seamless sign-in experience that the sign-in becomes easy from whether be it from whichever location you are actually going to sign in. So this is where even the control access, device management, everything come into picture, where there are predefined policies set by your organization, and we can help you do that as well. So the few of the ways in which you can cater to this is one is the shared device mode, under which, let's say for example, even though you are using a laptop or your mobile, under any case the sign-in remains same. And second way is the SMS sign-in. Next is how can you build a secure role-based experience for your frontline. So I mentioned earlier that this can be catered in a way where you put down security rules, and that is how you can control the access policies as well. You can do everything right from within your team's environment. You can go to admin center and check out the team templates and policy packages as well. And with this, you'll be able to get the, let's say, right tools, and you'll be able to put down everything in the line of business workflows. Next is protect and manage the endpoint. So with this, what you're trying to do is you're trying to secure the devices, be it, let's say if you are working on-prem or cloud. In either way, you'll be able to take control of your device and put down end-to-end management as well. All right. Before we dive more into, let's say, different solutions that we have lately provided to a few of our customers, I would like to show you just the basic features of these solutions. We'll walk through each of them one by one. The first one we have is the sales order application. All right. So sales order power app, it's one of the application that we have. It's a mobile application, and it can be used on web as well. However, the idea was to enable this frontline workforce, under which under one screen they'll have the following menu, under which there is products, customer list, inventory list, pricing, and the order information. Plus, they can put down the work orders right from the mobile application itself, right? Under this, we have also added the mixed reality component. So what we are trying to do is that the 3D content has been also involved under this, where let's say you can just point your camera towards an empty desk and see that whether the alignment of a new laptop that you are going to buy or get it from the company, is it actually in alignment of the space that you have or not. So this is the kind of idea that we brought into picture and have implemented under this application. Let's walk through some of the features associated with it. One is that under the menu bar you'll get the following products. That is following features. One is the products, customer list, inventory list, pricing, and the order information. With this, you'll be quickly able to even track the status of the work order that any of your salesperson might have just put down. So the idea behind this whole application is that previously what used to happen is that the salesperson, they used to go out in the market and they used to carry these brochures which are paper based, and the idea is that they used to fill out the forms and give it to the customer that okay, this is the form we have filled, and the same copy they used to bring it to the office. Now this brings a very distributed idea that there is one copy with the customer, one copy with the office, and sometimes in this line of action what needs to be done next actually misses out, and that is where everything is now brought under one screen, and the customer is able to, or let's say the salesperson is able to access all the information under one environment. So the salesperson is also notified, okay, that now I need to take the next action, I need to have a follow-up with the customer, and so on. Next we have is so you'll be quickly able to submit the order. So you can just go to the field, the salesperson can go to the field, take the order, and put down the details of the customer under this list. All right, taking it ahead, I hope few of the points have not been missed, but let me take it ahead with some of the screenshots that we have for this. One is that this is how the dashboard would look like. Let me show you. I hope this is you can see the screen now. And okay, so this is the mobile application we have. Under this is the dashboard. Here you will have the name of that as soon as you sign in, it will be integrated with your Office 365 profile. So you'll be able to get your name and profile picture. Next is under the menu, you have the following options. One is the products. So right here you get the product list, and as soon as you select on this, this is how the product details would be appearing. First is the view, how the actual product looks like, some description about it, under which categories it falls into, and let's say if you have any sort of video attached to it or any of the details that you would like to put down, then this is how it would come under the product details. Next is, as soon as I click on this 3D view, this is how the 3D view looks like, that I get the overall idea that okay, this is how the product looks like in real time. Next is the mixed reality component. So with the mixed reality component, we have the idea that you'll be able to, let's say, measure the distance, range, size of your device, and this is all possible with the mixed reality component. So this is where we have brought this idea. You'll be able to classify spaces in the real world as well with this mixed reality overlay. Coming back, when you come to customers, you can see the whole customer list. Next, you have the product stock. So just like how you will have a product list, along with it, you will have the number of how much stock is left for the same. Next is, along with the product, you can see the product price, the book order. So when you do book order, the salesperson is just, all the salesperson needs to do is click on it and a form will appear, digital form, and the information about the customer, product needs to be selected. Everything can be done right from there. And view orders means that you'll be able to track the status of all the orders that have been put down by one particular salesperson. So this is how the application overall looks like. So this was first application we have, that is the Sales Order Power App. Next one we have is the employee onboarding and offboarding application. Alright, so this is one of the application which is commonly called as also the HR onboarding offboarding application, we call it. And we know that how critical role an HR plays in any of an organization, right? The process is of onboarding on a resource to offboarding them. It's a very lengthy process where many departments come into picture. Everyone plays an individual role. They take part in putting down different sort of information. Let's say the IT person allots the laptop, the finance team or the admin team comes into picture about, let's say, finance team will look after how the salary structure should look like, and all the details in relation to that one particular resource needs to be associated under one environment. So this is again one idea where this works as a central repository about the onboarding and offboarding of a particular resource. So let's check out how we have this whole application into place. Just to give you a highlight, right now under this application we have 4 different departments working. One is the HR department, the admin team, IT team, and the finance team. Now let's check out how each of these departments come into picture and play their own roles. So first, as soon as we talk about the HR onboarding and offboarding application, we know that it helps us to quickly start the process as well as close the whole process of offboarding as well. The application is very simple to go through. Right here we have automated the whole process where the admin, IT, finance, and the payroll team come into picture. Everyone is given a checklist that the few of the information needs to be filled by the IT team, finance team, and so on. Next is that every time any of the department is allotted a task, they are being notified via email. Next is the central repository data. It works as a central repository, as I mentioned earlier, and the HR himself also can keep a tab about which department is currently working on putting down the information. Next is again that we are promoting a paperless process, so it helps you to save time overall. And again, it's a Power application based on Power Platform, so we can put down any of the third-party integrations as well with this application. So for as of now, when I say about easy and fast integration, internally we have also integrated two other applications or Power Apps with this. That is, one, we have the asset management application as well, and then is room booking. So this is something that we have done internally, but if you would like to have a look, please contact us after the webinar. All right, checking out few of the screenshots about the application. I hope you can see the screen. Yeah. Okay, this is the how the dashboard looks like for any of the let's say the HR or any of the team. Right here, there is a complete list of the resource name, the first name, last name. You get all the details right here. You'll be able. This is the quick way in which you can go to drafts. You can check out any of the pending tasks which are in your bucket and so on. Right here is your navigation bar. So you'll be able to go to different stages. Let's say what is the admin doing, admin tasks. Plus, moreover, you can see right here the process of, let's say, in onboarding in progress, offboarding in progress, and so on. The one more function we have with this is that you can easily start onboarding. All you need to do is you go here and just click on this. You'll be able to start the process as fast as one can. Next is the department approvals. As I mentioned earlier, it works as a checklist for different departments. So this is how the approval form looks like, that the person, let's say right now, the IT team, okay, they need to come here, they will put down the information that, okay, the laptop has been assigned, let's say any of the other two, let's say they need to provide the sign-in information, credentials, and so on. Then the IT team can also put down their own comments and click on save. And again, the HR will be notified, okay, the task has been completed by the IT team. And this is how the profile screen looks like. That is when the information about our resource is being filled. All right, so this was the second application that we had, that is known as the HR onboarding and offboarding Power App. Next up we have is the travel request approval application. All right, walking you through this, the travel request application is actually something you can easily operate through your mobile again, and it will be, you'll be able to send a travel request through your mobile, and it has multi-level approval process under the same application. So everything is again automated notifications are sent to the requester, approver as well. Next is, with this, even the management can see that, let's say, if a particular budget has to be approved, the executives as well can monitor that, okay, this is the expected travel cost for the coming financial year, or any of the quarterly plans you have with this. Moreover, with the travel request application, it's again one of the application with which we have we are generating Power BI reports. Let me show you. All right, this is how it looks like. Let me take it ahead with the screenshots. Okay. I hope you can see how it looks like actually. So this is where how the dashboard looks like actually. I'm just going to walk you through how the dashboard works. Right here, there are different set of approvals also associated with this Power application. Right now on this dashboard, we are seeing let's say as a initiator, as an employee, this is how my dashboard would look like. Right here, I can see all the requests that I might have put down. So it is classified under my request. Okay, if for example, I'm working as one of the approver or manager, then and if I need to put down approval for any of the travel requests, then they will be appearing right here. Let's say these are the ones which I need to approve. Please note that the email notifications have also been enabled with this function. And under this, what we have done also, that let's say one particular application or the request which has been generated by an employee, and if I am in that approval cycle, I'll be notified via here as well that, okay, the ones which are marked blue means that I am the one who needs to take action on this. Now, if it's yellow, then it means that it is pending under any of the other approvers who are involved in this cycle. The ones which are marked green means that they have already been approved or the cycle is complete for them, and the ones which have been rejected are marked red. So this is how the color classification has also been allotted. So you can quickly put down the request. You can also put down your approvals and put down your comments and so on. Next is right here on the screen. When you click on this plus sign, you'll be you can work as a requester where you put down the request that okay, I need to travel from one particular set of date, and you can put down your reason, where you are traveling to, what would be the fund required from the company, and so on. So all the kind of let's say details can be put down by the requester. Along with this, what we have done is, let's say if a particular travel cost exceeds more than the limit set by the management, only then the third level of approval comes into picture. Can you see right here? There is L1 approval, L2 and L3. So L1 and L2 means that the manager, L1 means your manager, L2 means the manager's manager. Now when it comes to L3 means it has exceeded the set limit by the management, and this is where the management now needs to come into picture and see that okay, if this is the kind of cost involved, then let's does it need to be approved or not. So this is how the whole cycle works. And right here, can you see the two buttons? So right now this is in the view that where the approval screen looks like, and they have two options, approve and reject. Next is that we have it integrated with the Power BI reports. So this is where it comes in handy that where the management comes into picture, they can see quarterly views or the financial year views, that how much fund has been going on for the travel for each of the employees, and this can be bifurcated both the ways, at employee level, at the kind of let's say the ones which have been approved, the ones which have been rejected, the ones which have been rejected by line managers 1, line managers 2, and so on. So different views have been integrated under this. So this is how the whole summary of the travel request report looks like. All right, so this is what we have with the enabling your frontline, and these are some of the applications that we have with Power Apps. I hope you had great takeaways from this session, and thank you so much for taking out your valuable time as well. I hope you enjoyed this amazing presentation, and if you have any question, the floor is open. You can just put down your question in the chat box, and I'll look into it. Alright, there has been a hand raised by DP. Can you check? Just put down. I have just allowed that you will be able to unmute yourself, but so maybe the one who has raised the hand can try unmuting once. Alright, in case of any questions that are still being remaining to answer, just put it down in the chat box. I will be reverting you on your email. As soon as this, after let's say another half an hour, I'll be reverting to you on your email. Alright, well, I hope this concludes the webinar, and we value our customer feedbacks. So do write us back about your experience with us, your thoughts on this session. In case you have any questions which come to your mind later, you can just ping us, and just put them an email on info@bitskip.com, and I'll be reverting you. And we welcome any sort of new ideas as well, or any other interest or the topic that let's say might come into your mind. You can just let us know, and I hope I can cover them in the upcoming sessions. And as well, I hope to see you all in the upcoming session. We'll be shortly sharing with you the feedback form. Please do let us know your ideas from there as well. Thank you so much. Alright, there has been a question from Chandrakant that is this possible to integrate with SAP? So the answer to this question is that yes, Microsoft and SAP are currently working into this. They are trying to facilitate this kind of business, and there are some of the applications that you might be knowing, that is SAP HANA, SAP SuccessFactors, and many others. So yes, they are trying to enable this. So SAP integration is possible surely. Alright, thank you everyone. We are closing this session for today. And in case you have questions, please feel free to reach out to us and we'll be reverting you through emails. Thank you so much.